wife, great family, and deep ties. We count him as one of our own. Verge, always a pleasure. LSU Florida State, Orlando, Camping World Stadium, Sunday evening if you can't make it, on ABC and WGNO locally. He's entering his 8th season as the head coach at Tulane, and he led the Green Wave to a marvelous, unforgettable 2022 season. The Green Wave went 12-2, won the American Athletic Conference, upset USC in the Cotton Bowl, finished 9th in the nation in the Associated Press and coaches polls. Of course, previously he led the Green Wave to 3 consecutive bowl game appearances from 2008 to 2020, and the 4 bowl games are the most by any coach in the history of Tulane football. Previously served as a head coach at Blinn College, Central Missouri, Sam Houston State, and he's amassed an impressive record at Georgia Southern as well, with 197 wins and 114 losses. Tulane, of course, will open its 2023 season Saturday night, 7 p.m. at Yeoman Stadium against South Alabama. Please give a very warm quarterback club welcome to Coach Willie Fritz of the Tulane Green Wave.
Thank you, Ken. I really appreciate that. I want to congratulate the winners also. That's an excellent, grade point average. That's perfect. Great job by you. And I also want to thank Mrs. Benson. I don't think we could run a Division I football program without the help from Mrs. Benson and the Saints. Matter of fact, we went out there and practiced this morning. We thought it was going to have some lightning in the forecast, and we went out there and practiced. So thank you for everything you do for us, Mrs. Benson. Ken, you got one thing wrong, though. I got Greg Benson back there in the back. He's also a graduate of Tulane, correct? All right, buddy, there we go. Roll wave. I also want to say good luck to LSU. Probably the best favor that LSU did at Tulane was whipping Purdue. And everybody quit watching your game. They came over to the Cotton Bowl and started watching our game. So thank you very much. That was all you, Verge. I appreciate that. I want to also wish all the high school coaches out there, Coach Kevin, all the high school coaches this upcoming season. We got great football here in the state of Louisiana. I'm amazed by it every single year. And then also one of my heroes, Coach JT. I brought one of his former players who plays for me right now. He's stand up, Angelo Anderson. Plays ball for us at Tulane. He brags on Coach JT all the time. And we talk probably about Coach JT once a week, I guess. And you had a tremendous impact on Angelo's life. And I'm going to tell a quick story about JT. I don't think everybody realizes how many games that is that he's won. I've got a brother from Kansas City who's a really successful high school basketball coach. He's won over 700 games. I think 9 state championships. You know, he's a big deal up there, right? So he came down to watch one of our end of our season games. And we went out Friday to watch Coach JT play Shaw High School a couple of years ago, and he's going for his 600th win. And so we're driving over there, and told my brother, hey, we're gonna go watch this friend of mine win his 600th ball game. I'd like to be there to watch it. And so we got there and we parked and we started walking to the football stadium. He said, you gotta be kidding me. He's won 600 football games? He thought we were going to a gymnasium someplace. You know, I said, yeah, football, buddy, football. And it's just incredible and really, you know, the greatest football coach in the history of football. I mean, you talk about all different levels. I mean, it's incredible. Just to go over a couple of things with our team coming up here this upcoming season. Verge touched on it a little bit. You got a lot better chance when you got a quarterback. And we feel like we've got a great quarterback coming back, Michael Pratt. He's 4 touchdowns away from being the all-time touchdown leader in the history of Tulane. We've had some great quarterbacks at Tulane. He's also, I think, at 2,000 yards away from being the all-time leader in yardage. So he's just a fabulous quarterback, servant leader. He's a guy that didn't blink when Verge touched a little bit on NIL and transfer portal and a few different things. And, you know, he would never tell me, but I think he got approached by a few people. And he was always loyal as heck to the Green Wave and Tulane. And those are the kind of guys we've got in our program, like him and Angelo. We've got a bunch of depth on defense. We've actually got 9 guys who've started at least 1 game on the defensive line for us. So we're going to rotate a bunch of guys. And I think it's going to be important early in the season. It's been a little bit hot outside. Maybe some of you have noticed that. JT and I were talking about that a little earlier. So we're going to roll a bunch of guys early in the season. keep them fresh as possible. And, you know, one of the things that we're blessed with at Tulane, we put some new turf down this year. It's the turf that can kind of cool the, you know, whatever it is. If it's 90 degrees out, the turf is going to be 80 degrees. You know, so that's been an advantage for us also during camp as well. But we're very excited about the upcoming year. I think we've got 1,000 tickets left for the first game Saturday evening at 7 p.m. We've got 3 other games that are sellouts already. If you haven't had an opportunity to come to Yulman Stadium and watch a game, I think you're missing something. You know, every seat's a great seat, and I always add this. It's important to add this in New Orleans. We have $3 beer at every game too. All right, so it's a great place to watch a game. It's a great place to enjoy a game. And thank you, Ken, for everything you do for high school football, college football, for the Saints here in New Orleans. We really appreciate you. And Roll Wade, thank you.